position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Longhorns are rolling down the field.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Look out, he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pressure coming. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, it doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team. Just
he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorns! They grab the early lead. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special team, everybody feeds off their great energy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Leaves it with the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's talk for just a minute about rest. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Second and long. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hunt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Quick strike complete. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Manning. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Now staring at a third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Now from inside the red zone. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Longhorns are flying down the field.
Start the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Some fresh air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. using his legs and size.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And the Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Up to 45 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To the air, it's Manning. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to go.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the ground with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. lead, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That's caught. It's Bonner. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time. Unleashes one deep. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Dances away. He'll throw it. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
That really good coverage by the defender. You could tell started to get towards his wide receiver, towards the sideline, saw the ball, made a nice catch, but he didn't get a toe down. Just a little bit out of bounds, so close to being an interception.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Power football with the run. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Gives it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Hit as he throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Texas offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They boot it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Johnson. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Here's a hit. Going to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll try the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Mills. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Still looking on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Gonna look downfield again. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the end zone. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Breaks the tackle. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Washington. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Got a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Now on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Hauls it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
It's a draw, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Number 86.
In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 9 over UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Let's go! Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Manning. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Huskers in the hurry up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Snags it on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll take a shot. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Mills. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They had a great day today.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.